want to introduce you to the teaching team this year. Some of them have taught in this module before, others haven't, but they're all great. So I'm going to let you hear from them in their own words. First up, Tom Hollands.
Hi guys, nice to meet you all. I'm Thomas, and I like skiing, science, and strategy. Oops, tree there. I went to UCL, just like you, but I actually studied a far less employable degree, natural sciences. And after years of banging my head against the wall, mathematically modelling materials that don't even exist, I decided to change tack and enter the world of business. I worked at various companies, from agribusiness to banking to asset management, and I've even spent a winter season managing customer services at a small hotel. I also spent a year starting my own education company. We were aiming to change the way school kids learn mathematics by starting with problems students are actually interested in and not just a formula book. And I started a job in management consulting back in March. Things were going well in both consulting and the tutoring business. We were even in the process of negotiating to run our program at a group of over 100 schools. But then the pandemic happened. Since then, I've caught and recovered from COVID, been furloughed from the consultancy, and fully Zoomified the tutoring business. I've also been writing online at my blog, accessories.com, and doing strategy and marketing consulting for several early-stage startups. I'll be running some of the writing seminars in a few weeks' time, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you all.
You can reach Tom at thomas.hollands.15@ucl.ac.uk. Next, Belinda Lester.
Hi, I'm Belinda, a British Australian who says data, not data. I started my career with the Australian government many years ago in defence and intel, working mostly in strategic futures. Small questions like, will we need an air force in the future? What does a robust, future-proof national communications infrastructure look like? For many years I was a government advisor in Australia and the UK, and I was also director of a major think tank in London. I've been really lucky in my career to work all around the world with governments, universities, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and I'm an entrepreneur in my own small right. I set up food and wine businesses. I set up a number of social enterprise incubators and innovation funds. I spend most of my time as an analyst and an advisor, and this doesn't mean I have all of the answers, but I know how to get people to think, to understand their sense of direction, to understand their resources, constraints, trade-offs, their appetite for risk, to build an evidence base and to be confident about their strategy because they've got the data to back it up. I'm now here as a resource for you. I really look forward to working with you. Thanks. Bye for now.
You can reach Belinda at belinda.lester@ucl.ac.uk. And next up, Henglong Luo.
Hello, my name is Henglong. I'm glad to have the chance to work with you as a teaching assistant in this course. At the same time, I feel it's a pity that we cannot meet physically due to the pandemic. I'm currently a PhD candidate at the Department of Sociology, University of Oxford. Before here, I studied at the University of Cambridge and UCL School of Management, as you are doing right now. During my time at UCL School of Management, I mainly investigated strategic decision-making, particularly about mergers and acquisition. This is not my first time for being a TA. I served as the TA for this course 2 years ago, and also for an MBA course. Apart from organizational studies, I'm also very keen on human beings' decision-making in a broad sense. In particular, I'm interested in decision-making on career development. So if you have questions regarding your career plan, such as application for further study and how to choose an offer from a company that suits you the best, I will be happy to discuss with you. In my spare time, I love watching sport matches such as tennis, football, and basketball, listening to classical music concerts and opera, and watching Japanese animation. If you have any questions regarding this course or other issues, please feel free to drop me an email. Finally, hope you enjoy this course. By the way, Vaughn is one of the smartest people I have known, so try to benefit from him as much as possible. Bye.
You can reach Henglong at henglong.luo.16 at ucl.ac.uk. And then finally, there's me. I'm Vaughn Tan. I got my PhD in organizational behavior and sociology from Harvard Business School, and I joined UCL School of Management in 2013. I'm part of the strategy and entrepreneurship faculty, and my research and consulting work focuses on how businesses can be designed to be more innovative and resilient in times of uncertainty, such as the pandemic that we're all facing right now. Most of my field research, I'm a field researcher by training, is done in restaurant kitchens, especially the ones that come up with new ideas in food, so cutting edge cuisine. And you can see one of those on the screen right now. That's actually the culinary R&D lab at the cooking lab inside Intellectual Ventures. So that's founded by Nathan Myhrvold, who used to be the CTO of Microsoft. What I try and do is I try and look in these really interesting, small, highly creative, highly innovative teams and extracts insights about strategy and organizational behavior that can apply not just in cuisine, but in startups, in technology companies, and in other industries outside of food. Before going back to do my PhD at Harvard, I worked at Google in Mountain View, California, and I worked on Earth and maps, spaceflight, and also structured data. And then in between Google and going back to grad school, I worked at the Anderson Ranch Art Center in Snowmass, Colorado, in the Wood Studio, which you see on screen. It's a beautiful place, which I recommend everyone go to at least once. Now, my first book is called The Uncertainty Mindset, Innovation Insights from the Frontiers of Food. Some people seem to like it. It's about how the best restaurants in the world design themselves to be continually innovative and what businesses in other industries can learn from them. It came out a few months ago from Columbia University Press, and you can learn more about it, as well as maybe pick up a copy if you're interested, at uncertaintymindset.org. Every week, I also write a newsletter about not knowing in daily and organizational life. It's in plain English. People seem to like this too. If you're interested in checking it out, you can find it at uncertaintymindset.substack.com. Now, if you want to reach me, I have office hours from 2 to 3 p.m. every Tuesday in weeks 7 to 10 and 12 to 15. And you can also get me by email at v.tan@ucl.ac.uk. All of our staff bios, contact information, and office hours are posted on Moodle, so you can find us at any time.